Hello and welcome to fotyentmgmt, where breaking down the female mind isn't a waste of time.
Energy made this one.
This topic, actually, ladies.
How long would you make a guy wait before you give it up to him?
Depends on the guy. Depends on if I like him or if I'm physically attracted to him and the energy is there and I think it's mutual and I feel as though there's respect, it could be sooner than later. But if I feel as though this is somebody who is a long play, you can kind of gauge that. Like initially you're like, okay, you're just short term, or no, you actually have qualities that I could see bringing us into the future, then that person I might have them wait a little bit longer.
So if you and him are on the same page and the vibe is there, and he's like, yo, let's go up to the room, you'd be down. But if he's giving you more a nice guy vibe, you're more eager to stretch it out.
Yeah, I think that's right.
All right, to immediately start this out, what the fuck does that even mean, bro? So if he's a good guy, you think, oh, you know what? I'll probably be with him for a long time. You know what? Let me make him wait for it. But the guy that, I don't really care. It's whatever. He could have it as soon as he wanted. Ladies, flip that shit around. What the fuck are you doing? That shit makes no logical sense. But again, we are dealing with women.
So why go after the bad boys after this long?
I think that there's almost a certain level of security in knowing that it's not something that I have to invest myself in.
So the fact that he doesn't care gives you the freedom
to also not care. If it's just a physical thing, it's just a physical thing. It's compartmentalized.
Ladies.
Bruh, have some more self-respect, man. The dude that's gonna treat you right, better be throwing it back for him, man. But hey, y'all body, y'all choice.
Do you agree or disagree with it?
It's just a lot to unpack.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. It definitely was.
If I'm into it, I'm into it. If I'm not, like, why are you stringing the nice guy out?
Well, can anyone have an answer? Why would you string the nice guy?
Because he's going to make $45 million playing the fucking Rams in the Super Bowl. That's why.
The only way I see you like stringing the nice guy along is to make yourself seem like, oh, I'm not a hoe and like I'm going to be a good girl and like I'm
cool. So our friend Austin Dunham calls that selling purity. Selling purity, which a lot of girls, they'll sell purity. They'll sit there and they don't like the fact that they're being derided for, having a high body count or whatever. So this is a situation. I want you to guys understand. Ladies, you want to make your boyfriends pissed off? I'll give you a great way to do it. Ready? Everybody, you might want to write this down. Tell your boyfriends, your current boyfriends, that when you were single and you were out wild, you loved having threesomes. But you don't do that anymore because you love him. Tell him that. Let him know that you don't do threesomes.
Damn, that boy is spitting right now. That's crazy, bro. Okay, bro, I'm going to be real. I get it. I get the play. Ladies, I get it, but it doesn't make sense because the more you give it to that other dude that don't deserve it, the guy who really has standards, the guy who really has shit going for himself, the guy who really wants to do right by you. Once he knows that all these other dudes just got it, hey, first night, all you had to do was buy me a small fry and a McDouble from McDonald's. Yup, he was over here, but you... Yeah, you gonna have to go on like 8 days with me. You gonna have to buy me some nice ass dinner. We going to fucking BF Chang's everywhere. Santons. We don't, bruh.
Anymore because he's special and you see him different.
Had your fun,
and you had
no
your
more
fun, and you don't do that anymore. Tell your boyfriend that and see how it works.
No.
And make sure you film it.
No.
Make sure you film it when you do it. Has anybody ever experienced that where like you're in a relationship and now you've stopped doing that stuff, but when you were single, it didn't matter? Go ahead. Yes?
Instantly asked for
Can
it.
you grab the microphone?
He instantly asked for it.
Oh, what do you mean?
The threesome.
Okay. Your boyfriend.
Oh, you've already done that.
Yeah.
And then you said you didn't want to do it?
I mean, yeah.
How many
did
times
let
have you been in this situation?
A few.
Yeah, I see. Experience.
Do you guys understand why dudes get mad? It's like, it's not... Okay, here's the issue, right? There's a survey there where guys and girls they survey men and women, and they survey men and they say which would make you more upset if your girl had an emotional affair with another man but they didn't have sex, or had sex with another man and there was no emotion involved. It's just like a quickie in a bathroom. They asked this to men and they asked this to women. Women say the emotional affair bothered them about 68-70% of the time. Men said the sexual affair bothered them about 97% of the time. Because
Not surprised. Bruh, if you and your girl go through some shit, you might have some falling out. Couple weeks, month go by. If she didn't sleep with nobody, there might be some reconciliation. If she slept with someone, oh, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap.
problem is this, guys. If you guys go off and just like fuck some dude in a bathroom, or you had sex with some guy on the first date before you met us, the problem is we put in all this effort to be with you, but he didn't. He's like, well, I didn't even enjoy the sex, and that wasn't my boyfriend. It's like, well, he enjoyed it. That's the way we look at it. Do you understand? You look confused, Ms. Red X.
There's so much. Like, I mean, you keep going, but like from A.
Of course, she don't get it. Just looking at her, you think she gonna get it?
See, there's so much to like unpack. Like, if like first of all, a man wants the same thing. Like, if a guy's thinking about a threesome, the girl is the last thing to think about a threesome. If a guy is asking a girl, hey, have you had a threesome before? Or like whatever. Oh yeah, we used to have them all the time. He wants that. There's no fucking way on earth that a guy doesn't want that.
Right.
Because he now knows that you're capable of it.
But he now knows that we can all do it together.
No. That's where you're wrong. Most girls I know who were having threesomes when they were single, when they get into relationships, stop doing them.
Well, I'm sorry for them. I don't know what to say about that.
We already know each other. We already know we're those
for
girls.
sure. But I don't know why you would stop if you enjoyed it. It's the same thing as like a relationship.
Especially
like,
when
why
you
would
love
stop
somebody.
doing what you want to do just because you found the one.
Insecurity.
Because if
Jealousy,
you love
insecurity.
somebody, like, wouldn't you want to make them the happiest they could ever be and do all those amazing things with them?
I was gonna say that like when I met my husband, I didn't give out sex like clockwork. I didn't. I was very conservative, even though I was in the lifestyle, even though I was like a AKA swinger. I was a unicorn. I didn't. When I met him, I almost raped him. I wanted to fucking take everything he has. I wanted him immensely, and so much so that he.
And you made him wait.
Back up. No, he said back up.
Hold up. Bro, we talk about double standards here. She said she damn near him. Let a guy say that on any platform, it don't matter what it is. Cuffed up, going to jail. Damn.
Made you wait.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you still married?
Oh yeah, 3 years.
So
God damn, nigga.
That's interesting.
So
and he's okay with the lifestyle, huh?
Yeah, he loves it. Well, he was already kind of trickling in there. He's very open-minded and everything else. But
Trickling.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. It's hard as a single male.
It's hard.
It's really
It's
hard.
hard. Go ahead, Jessica.
That's what she said.
So for me, it's like, I mean, when I was younger, I'm only like 29. So like I haven't lived a full fucking life of everything. But when I was with past relationships, they've always like gone after like my best friends. And yes, I see your face. And so
W-mans.
so then like whenever like they've always brought up threesomes with me, and they've always brought up my best friends, which is something that I'm like very picky about, because one, that's my person and my other person, and also you're fantasizing about my other person, and that puts a wedge between me and the girl and my relationship with you, you know. So and it becomes like, are you actually in this with me, or are you getting to my other person?
Yes. We are in this with you. But ladies, if you guys knew what it was like to be walking around with this much testosterone when y'all are on your periods, oh, I'm on my period. Sorry, I was acting crazy, right? All right, yeah, I get it. I get it, honey. It's all good. Oh, but we have this sexual drive that we suppress all the time just for y'all. We can't get no play. We can't get no, man, that's just how guys are. Come on, man, accept us for us, and we'll accept y'all for y'all. But nah, hey, I'm pretty sure that dude was really rocking with her. And if she would have been down for it, oh, she locked in for life now. But I digress.
No, it's that sex doesn't mean as much to us because we're men. That's the difference.
But to me, I'm like, oh, you're going through me to get to my friend. It's an easy way to go to them.
Okay,
and then
so
do you prefer that person over me? And then that becomes a jealousy issue.
So Red,
and
the thing I just described is what she's describing now. It's a level of jealousy.
Different.
Let's use some math here. So great video. I recommend all of you guys watch. It's called "Did Mooncat Debunk Evolutionary Psychology?" It's on Alex Date Sykes' channel, and William Costello comes on there and he starts talking about the biggest differences between men and women. The two of the biggest differences. Number one is upper body strength. Like for instance, as a man, median upper body strength for a man puts him in like the top 98% of women. And then the other one was desire for sexual variety. Men's desire for sexual variety is 2 standard deviations wider than men's. Right. Meaning like if you the average man's desire for sexual variety puts him in the 99th percentile or 98th percentile. So the fact that there are some women, believe it or not, girls on OnlyFans like to come on these podcasts and publicize their OnlyFans. Girls who are OnlyFans who like multiple partners, even though you like multiple partners, you don't like as many multiple partners as men, and I can prove it because there's studies that are done where there are men in the Castro. Do you ladies know where the Castro is? The Castro, the Castro district in San Francisco, California. When homosexual men were left unchecked and there was no female selectivity involved, they were having sex with 200 men a year. I know a lot of porn stars.
Fellas, y'all was putting up Steph Curry 3-point numbers. Holy shit.
Oh, wait. It's story time right now. I got that one. Story time right now. Actually, in this book, in my first book, I tell this story. When I used to work in the wine and spirits industry, I used to do liquor promotions and stuff like that, martini fest and stuff. So what I would do is I had to be in charge of hiring the girls to come out and be poor P-O-U-R, poor girls.
Models.
Yeah, models, more or less. They're basically booth candy, right? So I'm out there and I'm listening. I can't drink when I'm working these things. So I'm listening to the conversations of these women. And one of the conversations they had was, would you ever have sex with a guy on the first date? Or have you ever had sex with a guy on the first date? And of course, the other one says, oh, yeah, of course, unless he's boyfriend material. If he's boyfriend material, then I'm going to make him wait.
What we just saw up there.
Which that's why I pulled that clip, because it's almost identical to, and this was back in 2005, 2007, somewhere around. So when I use this as an example in my book for the fact that women have no problem with cognitive dissonance when it comes to hypergamy. Okay, so if something is if it's a short-term sexual relationship where it's a guy, the hot guy in the foam cannon party on Cancun at spring break, and I was drunk, he was cute, and one thing led to another, and then there's a guy who is the dad, right? He's the potential, like she was saying before, if he looks like he has potential. But the thing is she's, as he was saying, she's giving it up to the guy on spring break. Unearned, no effort, validational sex, whereas the guy who is the good dad, the guy who might be a Matt Stafford, might be somebody that in the future is going to be a winner at some point, that's the one she's going to make wait. And it's almost like crazy backwards world. Why would you do that? And the reason for that is because women break rules for alphas and they make rules for betas.
Facts.
Boom. We're going to end it right there. Women break rules for alphas and they make rules for betas. Man, Rollo, that boy been doing the Lord's work, putting men on game. Ladies, if you really want to bag that dude that's going to treat you right, you need to do right by him too. And I know damn, that's tough because it's man, that's not the dude that you want to do that with. But hey, you got to grow up. These are the things that you got to do as an adult. You have to decide, should I do what's right for me in the long term? Or should I just say, fuck it, short term it up? It is what it is. There's a lot of ladies out there that I know are missing out on a dude that could really treat them well because they choose the Chad, Tyrone, whatever type of alpha term you want to call them. And ladies, that's your choice. But don't be over here crying when you 45 with no kids. saying, where's all the good men at? You missed out on them because you didn't choose what you should have chose.